Welcome. Today we're diving into the world of tariffs, those taxes placed on imported goods that often make headlines in global trade discussions. Tariffs are a crucial tool for governments, influencing not just the price of goods but also the broader economy. In this video, we'll explore the different types of tariffs and examine how each one impacts economies, businesses, and consumers. Whether you're a student, a professional, or just curious about international trade, this journey will help you understand why tariffs matter and how they shape the world around us. Start with the basics. What exactly is a tariff? Simply put, a tariff is a tax imposed by a government on goods imported from other countries. The main purpose is to make imported products more expensive, encouraging consumers to buy domestic alternatives. Tariffs can also serve as a source of government revenue, but their effects go far beyond just raising prices. They can influence trade relationships, economic growth, and even diplomatic ties between countries. One common type of tariff is the ad valorem tariff. This tariff is calculated as a percentage of the value of the imported good. For example, if a country imposes a 10% ad valorem tariff on cars and a car is valued at $20,000, the tariff would be $2,000. This type of tariff adjusts automatically with the price of the good, making it straightforward for governments to implement and for businesses to understand. Another major type is the specific tariff. Unlike ad valorem tariffs, specific tariffs are fixed fees based on the quantity of goods, not their value. For instance, a country might charge $500 per imported car, regardless of whether the car costs $10,000 or $50,000. This approach provides predictability but can affect lower-priced goods more heavily, making them relatively more expensive compared to higher-priced items. Compound tariffs combine both ad valorem and specific tariffs. This means a government can charge a percentage of the value plus a fixed fee per unit. For example, a country might impose a 5% tariff plus $100 per imported car. This method allows for greater flexibility and can protect domestic industries more effectively by targeting both price and quantity. Protective tariffs are designed to shield domestic industries from foreign competition. By making imported goods more expensive, these tariffs encourage consumers to buy locally produced items. While this can help domestic businesses grow, it may also lead to higher prices for consumers and potential retaliation from trading partners. Revenue tariffs are primarily used to generate income for the government. These tariffs are often applied to goods that are not produced domestically, so they don't disrupt local industries. For many developing countries, revenue tariffs are a significant source of government funds, helping finance public services and infrastructure. Retaliatory tariffs are imposed in response to tariffs set by another country. If one nation raises tariffs on imports, the affected country might respond with its own tariffs, often targeting politically sensitive industries. This can escalate into a trade war, affecting global supply chains and economic stability. Anti-dumping tariffs are special duties placed on imports believed to be priced below fair market value, often to protect domestic industries from unfair competition. These tariffs are usually temporary and are meant to level the playing field until normal market conditions return. Countervailing tariffs are imposed to counteract subsidies given by foreign governments to their exporters. These tariffs aim to offset the advantage that subsidized goods have in the importing country, ensuring fair competition for domestic producers. While tariffs are taxes on imports, import quotas are limits on the quantity of goods that can be brought into a country. Both tools aim to protect domestic industries, but quotas restrict supply directly, while tariffs raise prices to reduce demand for imports. In the short term, tariffs can boost domestic production and employment by making imported goods more expensive. Local businesses may see increased sales and governments benefit from additional revenue. However, consumers often face higher prices, and some industries may struggle with increased costs for imported materials. Over time, tariffs can lead to inefficiencies in the economy. Domestic industries may become less competitive without foreign competition, and prolonged tariffs can spark trade disputes. Consumers may continue to pay higher prices, and innovation could slow as industries face less pressure to improve. Tariffs often result in higher prices for consumers as importers pass on the added costs. This can reduce purchasing power and limit choices, especially for goods not produced domestically. In some cases, tariffs can disproportionately affect lower-income households who spend a larger share of their income on basic goods. For domestic producers, tariffs can provide a competitive edge by making imported goods more expensive. This can lead to increased sales and profits, especially in industries facing strong foreign competition. However, producers who rely on imported materials may see their costs rise, potentially offsetting these benefits. Tariffs can strain relationships between trading partners. Countries affected by tariffs may retaliate with their own measures, leading to a cycle of increasing trade barriers. This can disrupt global supply chains, reduce international cooperation, and slow economic growth worldwide. Trade war occurs when countries repeatedly impose tariffs and other barriers against each other. This tit-for-tat escalation can harm both economies, leading to higher prices, reduced exports, and uncertainty for businesses and consumers. Trade wars often end with negotiations or new trade agreements. For developing countries, tariffs can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, they provide much-needed government revenue and protect emerging industries. On the other, high tariffs can limit access to affordable goods and hinder integration into global markets, slowing economic development. In developed countries, tariffs are often used to protect specific industries such as steel or agriculture from foreign competition. While this can preserve jobs, it may also lead to inefficiencies and higher prices for consumers. Developed nations may also use tariffs as leverage in trade negotiations. Modern supply chains often span multiple countries. Tariffs can disrupt these networks by increasing costs and causing delays. Companies may need to find new suppliers or relocate production to avoid tariffs, which can be costly and time-consuming. Tariffs can contribute to inflation by raising the prices of imported goods. As businesses pass on higher costs to consumers, the overall price level in the economy may rise. Central banks may respond by adjusting interest rates to keep inflation in check. By reducing foreign competition, tariffs can sometimes slow innovation. Domestic companies may feel less pressure to improve products or processes. On the other hand, some argue that tariffs give local firms the breathing room needed to invest in research and development. Tariffs are a powerful policy tool. Governments use them to achieve various goals, from protecting jobs to raising revenue or responding to unfair trade practices. The choice of tariff type and rate depends on economic priorities and international relationships. International organizations like the World Trade Organization (WTO) set rules for tariffs and trade. Countries must follow these agreements to avoid disputes and maintain stable trade relationships. Violating these rules can lead to sanctions or retaliatory measures. Many countries negotiate trade agreements to reduce or eliminate tariffs. These agreements promote economic integration and can lead to lower prices and greater variety for consumers. However, they may also require compromises on domestic policies. The impact of tariffs on economic growth is complex. While they can protect jobs and industries in the short term, long-term growth may suffer if tariffs reduce competition and innovation. Economists debate the best balance between protection and openness. Tariffs can help preserve jobs in protected industries, but they may also lead to job losses in sectors that rely on imported materials or face foreign retaliation. The overall impact on employment depends on the structure of the economy and the types of tariffs imposed. Small businesses can be especially vulnerable to tariffs. Higher costs for imported materials or equipment can squeeze profit margins, while larger competitors may be better equipped to absorb or avoid these costs. Supportive policies can help small firms adapt. By making imported goods more expensive, tariffs can limit the range of products available to consumers. This can reduce competition and variety, sometimes leading to lower quality or fewer options in the market. Tariffs are a complex and powerful tool in economic policy. They can protect industries, raise government revenue, and influence international relations. However, they also carry risks, such as higher prices, reduced competition, and potential trade conflicts. The challenge for policymakers is to strike the right balance, using tariffs to achieve economic goals without harming consumers or the broader economy. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of tariffs and their economic impact.